Alright guys, what's going on? Benji Price here, and I'm back with another Kingdom Come Deliverance, A Knight's Tale. This time, we're going to go ahead and go talk to Sir Radzig Koebler. See what he's got to tell us. I got a feeling it's going to be something very interesting. I'm also trying to improve as I go with my commentary and stuff. You know, I'm kind of new to these things. But I know a fair bit about this game, which is why I wanted to do a walkthrough. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be a little louder. I feel like I'm kind of soft spoken at times. It doesn't really translate well to the mic. My setup's kind of raggedy, but I try to do the best I can. Anyways, we gotta run all the way up here, which is yeah, we don't have a horse right now, so it's gonna take a while. I'll probably make this trip once, then I'll cut it out as necessary if I need to come back to the stable for some reason. Which I don't think, if we're quick enough, we should be able to do all this in one run. But it might take us a while because just depending on the time of the day. Not a while, but like one run back. Let me see. Nourishment's at 52, so we can go ahead and eat here. I will warn you guys, the FPS does drop when I get to the city because, like I said before, the textures are actually loading. I mean, that guy didn't load, but trust me, before, yeah, I used to come in here and the textures didn't load at all, so this is good.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
These guys are my buddies. We didn't need no convincing. They were like, you know what? We believe you, Hal. Thinking back on it, they're like the first people to ever believe me. Okay, this little area right here, it's pretty bad optimized. But if you run up the stairs, people are like getting stuck on the stairs, but just run up the stairs, you know. That's fine. Here we go.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Pechstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzik.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skallitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything? Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father. He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Alright, so we have upgraded. Henry's no longer a common peasant. He is now a guard, I guess. He's going to be a guard. But my FPS is killing me right now. I'm going to do something right now. And I'll show you at least, I guess. So we type in R underscore. That's not correct. R vsync equals 0. Okay, that should help a little bit. But you know, maybe not. Probably not. But the vsync in this game for some reason doesn't actually matter that much, and it hinders your FPS. So yeah, it should help a little bit. I mean, we're hovering around 50. That's fine. Okay, so we have to go train with Captain Bernard, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys, if you watch my longsword tutorial, you know where that's at. So let's walk all the way over there. Guys, once we get the horse, this will be a lot better. And then I'll fast travel to the places we've already been, just to save us time. And fast travel in this game is not that bad, because the game will ask you if you want to stop for encounters like sword fights or whatever. So you'll still get to see the sword fights in the middle of the woods and stuff. Because I will stop for every bandit, and I will stop for the random encounters in the woods where you get to fight knights. Those are pretty awesome, and early on when I don't have a lot of skills and stuff, they're pretty interesting. All these fights at the beginning of the game are going to be interesting before I won't get Master Block for a while, and Master Block's like, once I get Master Block, RIP every swordsman in the game. So but at the beginning of the game, when I don't have Master Block, and I won't be able to learn it for a little bit, it's going to be interesting, the fights that I get into, because I'm going to actually have to play pretty offensive. Wow. Captain Robard is not here, so I actually made it here pretty quick. Pretty fast. I'll probably wait an hour or so. He should be here. Dang, it's almost nighttime. Yeah, I'm gonna have to not. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to go back to the mail room and sleep, probably. But I'll cut that out if I do. Yeah. Yeah, because he's gonna be asleep right now. And then tomorrow. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to cut that out, and I'll be back here in the morning, probably around 9 o'clock or 8. And we'll see if we can continue the quest. Alright, we're back here. It is the next day, and it's around 8:30 in the morning. Now we get to practice with Captain Robard for the first time in our lives. We won't practice as much, because I don't want to get overpowered too quickly. But, I guess...
I'm here for training.
Training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzik said.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzik wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
No.
My father was a blacksmith, so I've learned a thing or two.
Fine, we'll try something more advanced then.
Yeah, you can have them do the basics, but
Very well.
we've already done that before,
Let's see what
so...
you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Okay. This first fight with Robard is insane. Actually, nah, he holds back a lot. So. Look at that. Yeah, you hold the block button and you're just gonna get destroyed, but come on. How am I supposed to guard this? I don't have master block or nothing. Alright, come on. Wow. He's already giving me a concussion. What a dickhead.
Fine, enough.
Alright.
You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master.
That's probably the most terrible thing you've ever seen.
Let's try
Apologize.
something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space.
Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. No!
I'm so used to striking at the sword because I want to to clash the swords. I love clashing the swords.
Well done.
I thought that was 5. It's not.
Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. It's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Bam. Bam.
Alright, that will do. Now you.
Yeah, this is actually a lie.
As soon as I start
He-
to attack, you block.
He's like countering me.
Knocks the blade aside.
He's using master block, baby. This only teaches you the perfect block, not master strike.
Not bad.
Too early.
No, not like that.
I'm so used to like
Plus,
real
you hold
time
the sword
speed.
there. You have to move along with the attack.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Nope.
Well done.
You won it 5 times.
Good.
Okay, come on, faster.
Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well.
A little faster. It's like 2 times speed.
Nice.
Boom.
Well done.
The perfect block. This is such an amazing block. It's the only way you should block. You saw how I was getting wrecked trying to block, just
That's it.
holding the block button. Yeah, this is all you need right here
That's it.
for the rest of the game.
Good. Good.
Hey, bitch! The fuck? The hell? Caught me off guard. I forgot he attacked after that. Wow.
Wait a while, Henry.
He goes really offensive on that little mini game or whatever.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Hans is actually hilarious. I love Hans' character. I know he's like a
Ready to
dick,
finish?
but he's cool, man.
Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. Simply step aside. Attack.
Okay.
I'll show you.
So, evade is the same thing as perfect block. I forgot to go over this in my tutorial, but I don't ever do it really.
I don't have all day.
Well, when he strikes, all you gotta do is move the movement button. You gotta flick it to either left or right, or back.
All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. If the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside.
Throw
the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
I already know this stuff. Yep, that's all you gotta do. It's pretty effective, actually. You can even do it like before he strikes. And to any direction, doesn't matter. You can move into the sword, it won't matter.
Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started.
It's actually useful, like sometimes you might want to do it. If you're fighting multiple enemies, it is useful to do this. Because if there's a guy on the right, you can dodge to the left. If there's a guy on the left, you can dodge to the right. If they're coming at you, you can dodge backwards.
A trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block. But then, change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
Yeah, this is the fake, which is good, but it doesn't really work as often as you think it does.
Alright. Well done.
It does work sometimes. All these stuff is not foolproof. Like, people think this game is very situational.
Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice.
Yeah, the game's very situational.
So Radzik also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
So it's not like you might get beat up one time. Like if you're not paying attention, you're gonna get destroyed. Like me with Captain Bernard, right there in the training arena. I was trying to just hold the block button just to see what would happen because I never do it, and I got destroyed. And I couldn't recover my stamina. He was being extremely aggressive, and he beat me up. But that won't happen again. Believe me, you baldy. I'm gonna be soon enough. I'll be destroying all of you. No, I won't. I mean, I will, but I won't do it. Actually, do it. I might make a video just fighting all the Tomberg guards. That'd be hilarious. I've done it already. There's just one. There's one guy you can't kill. One guard you can't actually kill. He's like an unkillable character, so you can't kill all the guards, but you know, you can't kill everybody else. And then just keep fending that guy off. Okay, we gotta go learn some archery, and didn't Sir Hans say he was going to be in the archery range? Yes, he did. So hopefully we'll see him there. Oh, Bernard Barra. Look, he's got his real sword now. I don't know when he switched it. So do I. Look at all these daggers, man. What the? Sigmund took everything? Nah, man, it's that bald guy with the awesome arm. It's the archery range. It was like hard to find at first because before I talked to Bernard, I didn't know where it was because I didn't see a path down here. But now you know if you didn't know. Look at it. I'm not the best archer, but I'm gonna try to beat him. Try my best.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get in position.
Yeah, if you're not wearing these things before level 5, you're gonna lose.
You've got 2 bandits coming
or you're gonna get hurt.
Shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. Give up. He even organized contests in Prague. You wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. Not enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it.
This is so pathetic.
Aim and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw. Hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements. Just let the string slide out of your fingers.
Ooh.
You were about to draw it back more.
It's all one movement. Arrow aiming at the target.
Once you get the first hit,
shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow
you can just keep the.
Once you train a bit, you can get yourself a
You just keep it there and keep firing.
so fast,
Like don't move anything,
don't forget the arm
then you hit the
but you
about around the same spot.
You won't need it anymore.
So that's all you need to do really. Is get one shot on and then just don't move anything else. Try to replicate that same shot. Should the arrow goes, just look at the arrow, where it's gonna go naturally. It's a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left of the
That's
arrow
it
tip.
then. I don't like to say it, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Ooh.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me?
Yes.
Well,
Anytime.
very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I don't have enough.
Then you'll owe me or work it off. Let's get to it.
Oh, I really want to beat him on camera. I haven't beat him. I've only beat him one time. Oh, did I put my bow away? No. Ah. No shit. Yes. Let's go. Haha, it's over. I keep shooting, but this is not gonna matter. Because I already reached my limit. But there's no way he's getting 16. He sucks. There you go, Hans. You suck.
Well, I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
I told you I have a heavy hand, ever since I fell off that horse during the last hunt. What are you grinning about, boy? I think you owe me a little payback. How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Now we get a sword fight, Sir Hans. Cape on. It's lucky I don't have a master block. Man, what are you doing?
Here to go.
Come on, then.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it.
Yeah, okay. Nope. Haha, I love this. Early fights. Alright. I'll probably have to fake him out. I just... Ooh, you're nice.
You know how this one ends.
Do I? Come on, bud. You scared now? Ooh, you got me. Getting a little too aggressive there. Oh, Sir Hans, cape on. Oh. If you get too aggressive, they'll pretty much destroy you. Come on, dude. Suck. Suck.
Well, you got the better of me this time, blacksmith. Must be having an off day.
Are you alright, sir?
Don't worry your mangy head about me, peasant. We'll see each other again soon enough. You can keep my bow. Its best years are behind it anyway.
That sucks. You suck, buddy. Now Burnout's gonna give us some advice.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
He shouldn't have challenged me.
Careful. You might be under Sir Radzig's protection, but you'd be wise to stay on good terms with the other noblemen too. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
Alright, Captain.
Alright. So now we have to go talk to the... Wow, there's no water there? Are you kidding me? Can't wash my face. We will talk to the bailiff and he's going to give us some assignments to do. And hopefully we can get that over with because some people may consider this part of the game one of the most boring parts. I think it's pretty interesting. For if you want to get immersed in the game, it's pretty cool. But once you've played it once, it can be a little boring, but we can get it over pretty quickly if we just go to the right house right now and do what he tells us. So that's what we're going to do. I'm slow, boy. We can sell the bow here, bro. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell it. I don't need it. Never going to use it.
Good day to you. What do you need?
K-Bon's bow. We'll keep the arrows because we might need them later. Yeah. Yeah, you can give me 78. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not going to use the bow in this walkthrough at least. I mean, we will use the bow if the story demands it, but they'll give us bows at that point. And we don't have enough strength and agility to wield it anyway, so there's no point having it. If you were going to make a build, archery build, then yeah, of course. But we're not making an archery build, we're making a knight. So the right house over here, it's this little pink house. Right here. And technically it's just 2 buildings, but who's counting? Am I right? And this guy will always be sitting over here, most likely. Hopefully. Yep.
Good health to you.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed.
Yes.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time. We've a few disputes to settle. It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately. I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
You can count on me, bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, bailiff.
Okay, so we can ask him this right away. Just get out of the way.
To read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Uzhitz. He could teach you.
Yeah. We're going to need that later because we're going to need to learn how to read, obviously. And you can just get the quest right now and then save it for later. Just take these quests off. We gotta go to the church and talk to Nightingale, which is the unkillable guard, because he's the leader of the guards. And you cannot kill him because you need him for this quest. So if I want to kill all the townspeople, then I cannot kill this guy. That's the guy I was talking about earlier. I do need to grab some gear. They're going to give us some free gear right now, which is why I sold my helmet. Because the gear comes with some helmets. Or one helmet, I guess. I don't like the hand stab. So, did I wash my face? I don't know. I remember. But let's do it again. Alright. The armory is in this back alley. The furthest wall to the right. Just follow the alley and you'll come across like a little staircase. And there's the armory. You'll see. They'll teach us all of this. Like, I don't know why they don't do it. They expect you to find the armory on your own, which is fine, but then later they'll give you a tour of the place and they'll show you the armory. So talk to this guy right here.
I was told to pick up a kit here.
Name?
Henry.
And in fealty too?
Sir Radzig Kobyla?
Yes, I've got you. Well, come on in then. Make yourself at home, Henry. If my memory serves me, you're entitled to a helmet, a gambeson, and a club.
That's all?
You want a kiss and a hug as well?
I mean equipment.
It's quite enough for patrolling the town. You're there to stop trouble, not start it.
Yeah, that's all we get. It's pretty shit. We do get a helmet. We get a bludgeon weapon, which we're going to equip for immersion's sake. And we get a light pad armor, which we need a new one anyways. That's all we get. So now, we can go talk to the Nightingale, the Knight's Guard or whatever you wish to call him. He's over here at the church, which is right next to the rat guy. Or rat house, whatever. I don't know why they call it rat house. Maybe there's a reason why they call them a rat house. Maybe it's because like thieves are rats and the bailiff catches the thieves or something like that. Maybe it's like the pen or the jail, but the jail isn't right there. The jail's somewhere else. No, actually, yeah, the jail is right here.
Hey, watch it.
I lied. It's right there. Alright. Now, hopefully this guy's here. It's not. It's from 11 to 9, so if we wait until 12 o'clock, he should be here. Waiting 1 hour. Alright. Yeah, he's right here. Nightingale, what's up, buddy?
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honour to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way. Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's.
Yeah, so Nightingale's the guy that actually tells you He tells you to
It serves
court
not only as the house of God, but as the
Teresa.
crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
So now he's gonna give us a
This
whole
is our rat house. Pretty big, eh?
freaking tour, which can be a little annoying for some people, but I love this part of the game
The scribe.
when it's not lagging.
And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper.
People are assholes to the executioner. Like, I get his job sucks,
The other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn,
but
and 2 people have already been rotting on it.
somebody's gotta kill the bad guys. Like, at least in this, that's how their system is. So somebody's gotta kill them. So why are you gonna be an asshole to the guy whose job is to kill them? It's not like that's his job, right?
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
Go to the church. Go back to York.
What are you guys doing?
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
We're both good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon now, are you, lad? Fine. Fine, have it your way.
God bless you, and you too, citizen. I won't be a nuisance no more, really. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus, you're as bad as each other.
Yeah, it makes you... I mean, in real life, like, if that didn't work, you don't need to be here. Like, you can go and beg with the other guys beg. But, for the sake of the game, we went ahead and went with the diplomatic option and helped both of them
neighbours
out.
are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope you have nothing like that here.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. But maybe... I don't know about the history that much, but maybe there's like some revolt or something later. Which would be sad. Sad times. Also, the armorer was sitting in front of the weaponsmith's place. It wasn't even his place. He's like, she's sitting in front of my shop. No, she's sitting in front of the weaponsmith's shop, buddy. But she shouldn't be doing that anyway. She should be somewhere else.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
This is a... I mean, I like this part of the game, you know. pretty interesting to me. I don't know. The first time I played it, I was like really immersed. You know, I was like, hey, look at the amazing houses.
That mad merchant Wolfram Kruger. Kruger has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day.
So medieval houses were made out of wood with windows that didn't have like didn't have windows.
The Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
So if you were a thief, you could just pop, pop, climb in there. If you were small enough, you just climbed in through the window and steal stuff. That's pretty. I guess you would be sleeping. Like you couldn't really do it in broad daylight, I guess. But if you were slick, I guess you could do that.
Let's move along to the inner bailey.
Is the upper castle. They have two castles. The castle down there is Capon's castle and the guest castle, and then this one is the Hansh's castle and the big dog castle.
By Christ, I'll show that bastard.
This guy gets hella triggered over this beggar. Right next to this church, and look, listen what he's gonna tell him. Watch.
Comfortable, are we? Arms, please, sir. Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent? Oh, what's the matter? Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else. Who am I bothering here? Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you. All right, I'm going. Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. Good day, Henry. Not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
Beggars belong at the church. Beggars belong at the church. What is this, dude? He was at the church and you just got triggered. It's fine, though.
Blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you. What the
Hey.
hell? What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skallitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty hilarious that he's just like triggered over that guy and he's like, they should be at the church, and he was at the church. Maybe he just was at the wrong church, you know? Give the guy a break. Also, when he's like talking shit about him, the beggar's like, hello, Henry. that was funny too. He's like, yeah, I went to high school with that guy.
Big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad. Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
I can't wait till we get into the crazy fights. I had a nice fight with one of the Wandering Knights yesterday. It was pretty interesting. Because, I'm not going to level this guy up on purpose, so my sword fighting was decent. But I had my master block at the time, so I was just master blocking and hitting combos on his head repeatedly. It was amazing. I loved it. Okay, I love this stuff, man. I would recommend people not don't train with Captain Bernard too much, so you can have low skill, get a pretty crappy sword, and then it extends the fight, make it more interesting. It's pretty awesome.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it? Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today. Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you? Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet. Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then? I don't know. You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you? No? So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right? Yes, I suppose so. So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
This guy, man, you'll learn soon enough the character of Nightingale here. What the hell is he? Just sitting there.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and don't guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff. Or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out!
So he talks shit
Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have
to the beggar for being at a church and tells him to go to a church, and then he talks shit to this guy for drinking on the job, and then he drinks on the job. This guy's funny, man.
That fool got me all worked up.
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break, except the ones on the gate and the tower, of course. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
No.
I'd rather not.
No, thank you.
We should go back on duty.
All right, if you're so keen. Let me finish my ale at least.
Let me finish my ale. Let me finish my ale. Look at this. It's fucking nighttime. You drink like all day, dude.
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skallitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind. The bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
This is actually very true. If you're walking around here at night and you do not have a torch, the guards will constantly walk up to you until they basically arrest you. They'll be like, "Hey, put your torch up. What are you, a criminal or something?" They'll be like, "Only people with no torches are up to no good, even though these women and these guys have no torches." Well, that guy has like a lantern, but everybody else doesn't have a torch. Hey, that's fine. Get on good old Henry, man. Alright, so we gotta go ring this bell, and then we gotta go talk to the tavern guy so that he can close the tavern. That's probably the last thing we're gonna do, because we're getting close to 1 hour of gameplay. Even though we have some minutes to spare, because I cut a little bit out on the Bernard, trying to wait for Bernard and stuff. But anyways, let's ring this bell. Now we gotta go talk to the tavern guy. The tavern that we were just at. Be like, "Hey man, close up. Time to do. Sometimes you can see Hanish walking around here. One time I saw him just sitting here with a peasant. Oh look, there he is.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we could see that this wasn't going to end well. So Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and planets. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and planets.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hanush.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
He's a baby. You gotta love Hans, man. It's funny because from this cutscene, it seems like they're gonna jump you, but nah, it's just a 1v1. How many L's do you have to take today, Hans? Seriously, man, I beat you in archery, your thing. I beat you in sword fighting, you got one hit. Are you trying to fight, dude?
Fuck.
Come on, then.
Fucking come on, then.
What? Ooh. Fuck out of here, dude. What? Ooh, nice dodge. Oh, he need me in the face! Damn. Nobody wins this match anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hanush, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
I love those characters. The characters in this game are amazing. So I gotta come back in the morning and talk to Hans Capon, which will be up in the upper castle, and we're gonna go hunting. It's gonna be a good time. When we come back, we will do that because it's already been close to an hour. Hopefully this video will end up being an hour. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time we play Kingdom Come Deliverance, A Knight's Tale.